Hi, welcome to the Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news there was for the week March 26 to April 1st, 2010. In movie news, MTV.com caught up with Kick-Ass director Matthew Vaughn and asked him about all the talk that he and Mark Millar had pitched a Superman movie trilogy idea to Warner Brothers. He said, "That sort of all got blown out of proportion. I had a very brief chat with them and that's all it was. From a 30-second chat, it's become this huge thing. It hadn't gone as far as casting, we had just had an idea for a story for Superman, that was it." The CW has released a preview web clip for Escape, the 16th episode of Season 9 of Smallville. The clip shows a scene between Lois, Clark, Chloe and Oliver. Escape airs on Friday, April 2nd at 8 PM on the CW. In regards to this episode, Erica told Fancast.com, "You're going to see a lot of Lois and Clark banter. That's what I love about them, that they don't lose their banter just because they're being a couple." The CW also released the official spoiler-filled description for Upgrade, the 18th episode of Season 9 of Smallville. In this episode, Zod continues to pose as the Blur and asks Lois to investigate one of Tessa's secret labs. An explosion rocks the lab and Lois is rescued by John Corbin, who is the subject of multiple experiments. While investigating the explosion, Clark is exposed to red kryptonite. This episode is scheduled to air on Friday, April 16th. EW's Osceola Files reports that one of the following characters will be killed off in the Season 9 finale. Will it be Lois, Chloe, Lana, Perry, Martha, Oliver, Tess or Zod? Place your bets. Smallville creators and one-time executive producers Miles Miller and Alfred Goff and series co-producers Tolan Robbins Productions are suing Warner Brothers TV for breach of contract and breach of fiduciary duty. The complaint says WBTV made license fee deals with the WB and the CW that were not at arm's length. The complaint does not specify damages, but given the allegations and the longevity of the series, they could total in the tens of millions of dollars. We'll keep you posted on any developments. Fans of Allison Mack have gone on a global fundraising campaign to create a PSA-style commercial called Legendary, dedicated to the character of Chloe Sullivan. You can check out the PSA site at legendarychloe.com. Warner Home Video announced the upcoming release of Super Friends Season 1 Volume 2 on DVD. Scheduled to be released on July 20th, this collection, which follows on from the Volume 1 DVD release, will contain the remaining episodes from the 1973 to 1974 series across 2 discs. Producer James Tucker begins a new feature at earthsmightiest.com, previewing each new episode of Batman the Brave and the Bold. First up, he discusses the Super Batman from Planet X episode, which paid homage to Superman in many ways. As for whether Superman will ever appear on the show, Tucker says it's something they're working on, but their take may be a little different from what people may expect. Superman homepage reviewer Barry Fryman also posted a review of the Super Batman from Planet X episode, which you can read at our website now. Superman homepage reviewer James Lance continues reviewing episodes of the 1950s Adventures of Superman TV series. Check out his review of The Face and the Voice, in which a Superman impersonator committing crimes has Superman momentarily questioning his sanity. Longtime comics creator Dick Giordano passed away this week, aged 77. Superman fans will be familiar with his work on blockbuster specials like Superman vs. The Amazing Spider-Man and Superman vs. Muhammad Ali. Our sympathies to his family and friends. Superman comic books we reviewed this week included Superman 698, which was reviewed by Neal Bailey, who gave it a 3 out of 5, saying, "I whipped through the first read and enjoyed it." Superman Batman number 70 was reviewed by Michael Bailey, who said, "This issue felt like the filler chapter it was," and he gave it a 3 out of 5 rating. Superman comics shipping this week from March 31st include Adventure Comics number 9, available in an alternate cover, Justice League of America number 43, also available in an alternate cover, Teen Titans number 81, and Strange Adventures trade paperback. We had a little fun with April Fool's Day this year, posting a number of fake stories that had quite a few people in a panic. You can still see the prank stories up on the website now if you want to have a laugh. Superman has once again surpassed Batman, with Action Comics number 1 from June 1938 selling for $1.5 million US. The issue was bought from a private collector and then sold by Stephen Fischler and Vincent Zorzolo, the co-owners of ComicConnect.com. It was bought minutes after being posted Monday at the asking price of $1.5 million, by a hardcore comic book fan, Fischler said. Canada's Walk of Fame committee are currently taking nominations for inductees into the 2010 Walk of Fame, and we encourage Superman fans to send a nomination in for Superman co-creator Joe Shuster. Visit canadaswalkoffame.com and enter the name Joe Shuster into the nomination form. The Metropolis Planet newspaper published an article in their March 24th edition on the progress of the Noel Neal statue to be erected in Metropolis, Illinois. Artist Gary Ernest Smith finished up his clay creation of Noel Neal, and once the final sculpture of the actress portraying Lois Lane is approved by the Metropolis Chamber of Commerce, it will be moulded and cast in bronze. Look for our exclusive interview with Gary Ernest Smith in the next few days. ComicBookResources.com caught up with artist Alex Ross to talk to him about the release of his new coffee table book, Rough Justice, a collection of unseen DC Comics sketch material. Fans in the Chicago, Illinois area can catch Alex Ross at Chicago Comics as they're hosting a signing with the artist on June 5th from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Sony Online Entertainment released a DC Universe online travelogue video showcasing Little Bohemia, a district of the city of Metropolis. The video takes us onto the streets of Little Bohemia, where you can decide to help or hinder the busy educational hub of Metropolis as a hero or a villain. The DC Universe Online MMO video game is expected to be released later this year. Episode 63 of Radio KAL, the monthly podcast of the Superman homepage, is now available to listen to. Neal and I discuss Smallville Season 10, comic characters coming to the TV show, legal battle over Smallville, the Smallville RPG, Christopher Nolan on the Superman movie, 3D movies, The Last Stand of New Krypton, new comic creative teams, 2010 Superman celebration, and much more. Be sure to also check out the Last Son of Krypton Chapter 63 and Lost Daughter of Krypton Chapter 35 audio dramas from pendantaudio.com. The Superman homepage Super Trivia Quiz has been updated for another month. This time around, the 3 questions we're asking you are: traditionally, what planet is Brainiac from? Name the 3 artists who worked on the Superman vs. Muhammad Ali comic book in 1978. And what is the name of the actor who portrays Perry White on the TV show Smallville? If you think you can answer all 3 questions, come by the site now to submit your entry. Last but by no means least, the Superman homepage has teamed up with Workman Publishing to give 5 lucky fans a chance to win a DC Comics Superheroes and Villains Fandex Deluxe. Meticulously research the layers of information covering origins, biography, backstories, affiliations, motivations, weaknesses, and fascinating trivia, the deck adds up to an insider's history of the DC Universe. Enter the contest at supermanhomepage.com. That's the week that was March 26th to April 1st in the world of Superman. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com, wishing you all a happy Easter.
Hey folks, welcome to Bailey Planet. This week I'd like to talk about Nolan. I've been reading some commentary about the news of him being the godfather of Superman, which is, kind of an interesting way of putting it, but I'm sure everyone thinks it's the end of the world and the best thing since sliced bread, because they always do. But I think it's going to be pretty cool myself. I like the idea of someone who has told a story, and a good story, being assigned to tell another good story. They're like, oh no, he's dark because he's done Batman, It's like saying that because I write a story about a little girl riding down the street on a tricycle, I can't tell a gory horror story. That's not the way that writing works. That's not the way that creation works. You usually have the ability to tell a story, or the lack of ability to tell a story, and you can usually apply that across most mediums with rare exception. I mean, I could never write a romance novel, but if I had to write a Batman story or a Superman story, it would be pretty easy to adapt the tone, provided I could write superhero fiction. So I think it's going to be pretty good, given the success of The Dark Knight. I hope. I don't know. But the main thing that I wish is that they would get on it. Get on it. Because even if it sucks, it's something we can talk about and watch, and now we just got nothing.